This week on Smite D&D, we had some interesting developments. Not too much interaction with Marcus. I think the party sort of accepted him.
So like, we wake up, right? And I knew Marcus was a good guy. He wasn't going to do anything to us, but I think the rest of our group wasn't really trusting him.
So last session we all go to sleep, all 6 of us are here. This time we wake up and Inazuma's not around.
So when we woke up, Inazuma was gone and everyone was worried, but I'm not worried. He's one with nature now.
Listen, part of me is kind of upset because, I feel motherly. This is my squad. Another part of me is not upset because I think he can handle himself, obviously. And another part of me, if something bad were to happen to him, I wouldn't cry.
He didn't kill them in their sleep, so they're like, all right, that was our primary concern. Hasn't happened.
But me and the messenger rings that he got us, I knew he was a trustworthy person, so I wasn't worried at all of holding hands with everybody. Marcus is a good dude.
He's like, hey, let's all hold hands and I'll cast a spell. They have no idea what it is. Nobody, tried to figure that out.
Please, everyone, hold hands.
Yeah, I'm down, yeah.
Okay, so we all hold hands.
Well, you got such cold hands, Totally. Ooh.
Hindu, you're very warm.
I've never held hands with people before.
That's one finger.
You can just say your hands are very warm.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
I don't know if we can
I don't know if that's
actually
going to
reach.
happen.
Yeah, it's not
Anyway,
gonna reach.
so we all, everyone holds hands, and Marcus says, he says that it's time.
It transported them a great distance, and they were totally okay with it, and then he disappeared.
Handle your call.
No,
So you raise your thumb to your ear. You speak into your pinky.
Yo, Marcus, where'd you go, bro?
You've reached Marcus Alber.
I forgot about this.
Marcus!
Please leave a message after the beep.
I don't know what any
Beep.
of this means, but bro, you left us at a watchtower, man. I don't know where to go. Call me back.
And he's not picking up his phone. So, interesting stuff there.
So like, I tried to reach out to Marcus a couple of times throughout that episode, but he never picked up, man. I thought we had something, man. He's just leaving me on red.
They arrived at the top of this watchtower. There were people coming up. It was a changing of the guard. The guard were coming up and ready.
So we wind up at this watchtower, and with Inazuma gone, everybody's looking towards me to be the leader because I'm Daria, the creation of everything excellent.
Hiding behind the barrel. I did not think it was a good strategy. It was so obvious that Daria was obviously going to be spotted out.
And then all of a sudden, the guards just saw Daria. She was not very well hidden at all. They just were like, hey, a person. And as soon as we knew they were nearby, my team leapt into action.
And, maybe they could have scaled the walls or, tried to get out some other way, tried to sneak past them. But our intrepid adventurers decided to just murder the hell out of these poor guards.
He ends up jumping down to slay as much as he can and goes a little bit crazy.
Okay,
My character will panic in this instance. I'm going to play that by my character. I'm jumping.
Okay. All right. Roll initiative.
I know you guys are there. My character's just like, oh shit, they know! I just jump. And I'm like way early on this engagement, but I'm like jumping to get some other better one.
Okay.
I see one and I'm going.
Out of this one.
Flint just like jumped on these guys without asking any questions, and that threw me off because I'm looking at him stomping some heads. That threw me off for a loop.
I thought I was bloodthirsty, but after seeing the rest of my group, I'm starting to wonder if I might be rubbing off on them a little bit too much.
I craft this perfect plan. I'm not as stealthy as I thought I was, but I've got a silver tongue. I'm going to talk our way out. And then Flint just busts through the ceiling and Rikishi bombs everybody.
So we had to go into combat. I think Daria might have been able to talk her way out of it, but Flint came dropping down through the trapdoor like one of those thwomps from Mario or something, and crushed one and just started combat right away. So who knows how that really would have went, but we never had time to discuss options, went right into fighting.
When we run into trouble, violence is really cool. As a last option, what separates us from the animals? That's the ability to speak to each other, to discuss, to interrogate. I think it's almost always smart to at least get some sort of information first. So
What do you want to know?
All right. First off, where are we?
Olympus.
Okay. Second off,
What?
anybody got a question for this guy?
Where is the Aegis hidden?
What?
Where is the Aegis amulet hidden?
I don't know.
Do you know anything about Zeus or Hades?
They're brothers?
Where do you know where they're at?
Zeus is here and Hades is attacking the city?
What do you know about the war?
I was fighting in it until you killed my friends and damn near killed me.
Can you kill him?
Who do you work for?
Zeus. Who do you work for?
Okay.
Let me guess. Hades.
My guy's just gonna say, this isn't really getting us anywhere, guys, and then stomp his head with my foot.
What? What was all
That's
this?
what I'm gonna go for.
Make it attack roll.
Cool.
Tagaron, kind of the opposite. Flint, kind of the opposite. But you know what? Even when we try to interrogate these people, I just can't. I can't do it. What can I say? We're better at punching than listening.
He was bad. Zeus bad. His people bad. Hades good. Geb good. Stomp head.
I'm like, Flint, too rough, bro, too rough. You gotta be more gentle.
But thankfully, Flint came in clutch.
So when like Flint destroyed all 3 of those guards, literally decapitating one of them, literally smashing one's heads in.
Decapitates one with his hammer swing, which Flint is very pleased with. Very not pardon-esque.
And the most interesting thing to me was Flint, who's a paladin. And he's just murdering people.
I was really impressed this episode with Hindu crushing his character. It was funny. He did things that were against the group, and he did things that I don't think Hindu man Graham wants to do.
He's technically a paladin, but him himself isn't really sure that he is a paladin. He doesn't really realize it for the most part. He just knows that he cares about Geb and nature and earth, and he represents Geb.
I was confused because I thought this dude was a paladin. Paladins don't do that, all right?
And I think Flint still thinks that he's doing good. But there's definitely a perspective from where straight up murdering people who are minding their own business, just trying to defend their city, you know, that's pretty gruesome.
So he's got to look at it from the sense of, on a base level, because he's not the wisest, he's like, well, these people must be bad if we're going to have to kill them to do good. It's a bit of a twist, obviously, for a paladin who just doesn't realize it, especially that he is maybe committing evil, especially decapitating poor, innocent, you know, watchtower guards is the best way of putting it.
Sweet. Let's just clean up. You know what? Like we shove the bodies into the barrel. We clean up the areas. We wear the unis.
So it's just Hitman.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Straight
Cool.
up. All right. And,
So
we
what's happening with Takam's character?
I am hiding under Hindu's cloak. aren't I?
Okay.
I force its legs out of this cloak.
Will they be
I
able
don't-
to tell? Yeah, what if I grappled onto the two-handed
I'm
hammer
down.
You could try and do that.
and
yeah.
just...
Yeah.
It looks
okay.
like I've got a hunchback
Oh my
then.
God, this is. You ever see like 3 kids under a trench coat?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's what's happening.
No, it looks like I've got a hunchback.
They get out into the city, try the prisoner con, which, as it always does, goes awry in some way. You know, who could have seen that coming?
So we wind up in town. We are battle weary after killing this dude, and we're dressed up like guards. I figure we go and we re-equip ourselves.
And then we just like asked a person if they knew where the black market was. That was our strategy. Hey, we need weapons. Who can illegally sell us some weapons?
For some reason, we're trying to buy items while pretending to escort a prisoner.
We're not going to the mall. Everybody was like surprised. Oh, we're gonna go shopping. I'm not chilling, smoking a cigarette and going to Forever 21. I'm like, yo, we need weapons and potions and supplies. This was a smart thing. I don't know why I'm getting jocked for that.
And these people who thought they were going to break this prisoner free, the party ends up, you know, killing them too.
We followed the wrong vendor and got into a huge fight.
Unsurprisingly, into what we perceived as an ambush, might not have been, but certainly there were a lot of guys there with weapons. He told us in the end that he wanted to try and free Flint, who was posing as a prisoner, but we never even got that far. My man Adrian went in. He saw an opportunity to shatter, and he shattered.
I'm engaging right away.
Why do we always fire first? Why don't we talk to people?
Why are we going shopping? Well, we've got a prisoner thing going on. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
because right now they're not close to me, so I want to use my one spell, which is not going to hurt anyone else. Once I saw those bad guys, I did what Flint would do, and I shattered.
Makes sense.
My crowd control was paramount to us winning the fight, by the way. I just need to really point that one out.
Okay.
So so he tries to run. I cast hold person. I go, stop, wiener. And I'm like, wait, where do you think you're going?
Finally, though, I got to do some actual damage. More than 1 damage this fight.
I cast Moonbeam on them.
Okay.
It's a 5-foot radius. So I think, can I hit more than one? Can I put
Yeah,
it on
you can
them?
actually hit all of them. They haven't spread out.
Yeah, I'm going to place it right on top
How's
of
this
them.
look?
I only did 1 last time. I got to drop my Moonbeam, my most powerful spell.
But no, I mean, we won. So what's the big deal? We won, baby.
Good news though, we did end up on top of the second battle. The bad news is that they were on our team.
Just tell us where
We
the
just
Aegis
wanted to
is.
free this prisoner. All right. And save him from the guards, who are not nice people.
Daria.
Empty your pockets.
Your plan failed, Daria.
He's got like 3 gold.
So I guess that's not something that you really want to go through all the time.
They're then sort of inducted into this underground resistance movement and sort of introduced to them. We'll see what happens with that, but I think we're finding out that, you know, in the streets of Olympus, it's not really black and white. It's not just good and evil. There's a lot of shades of gray here. I'm really fascinated to see what our party does next, and I'm excited to see how they interact with you know, this new element they've discovered in the city, what they do with that, whether it helps them with their goals or, you know, how that goes. And I'm also excited to see the role that our special guest plays in the next episode.